Okay. Huh. Okay. Huh. Okay.
I don't know.
Sorry about that. Yay! Tammy and Anne Marit are here.
It is.
Am I going?
Yeah, no, you're
Okay.
on.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Hi, Terry. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Oh, good. Good. Glad to hear that because I can't hear myself. I can see the top of my head. Okay. Yeah, these flowers are from I've been doing the 50 stack challenge and I was just sitting here kind of fussy cutting these out while I was waiting and getting things together. I do. He had to like run in emergency mode all the way up the stairs.
Yeah, the notes.
Yes.
It's like that on here too. I don't know what's going on.
I wonder if it's how it's set up.
And I can try to set it up again.
I feel like I lost weight. I'm very thin today.
But we should bring it over a
He
little bit.
probably does need a raise. I made him cookies at Christmas, so I think that was, pretty good. Homemade cookies. I have a lot of stuff. I got Happy Meal today, and I was going to show you guys what I got. I haven't opened it yet, so it's a surprise. I don't know what it is. My friend at Maggie at Journaling with Maggie sent me. I won something. I won something, guys. I never win these things, and I don't really mind, but it was super exciting that I won something, so that was cool. See, Di did this. You guys know. You guys watched. She got me to stickle like all of this. I feel like it's probably how the live got set up.
No, I know. I'm
Okay.
working on it right now.
They were shortbread cookies. They were good. I think I ate the last one too. I owe him some more. Oh, good. The train's coming through. Just in time. What else? I'm going to sort through all my Defemember ephemera and see how many journals worth of stuff I can make out of all of that. Because I think if I sort it into two piles, I can make one that's kind of like a pink and green journal that's insect related. And I think I can make one that is like grunge and like kind of black and rusty. So I'm going to pull all that out and go through all of that here in a minute. And I have Happy Mail. And then I was experimenting with a new binding. So I have like a tab binding that I saw on 49 Dragonflies that she tried, and I was trying it, and I lost the book to get some of the pages done, so I'll have to either figure out what I'm going to do, but I'll show you guys that. And I kind of have it started, but I saved it because I was doing something else last night. Thank you. These are from, I was saying, these are a kit called, I think, Frost by Crafty Cat. And she does the 50 stack challenge. And I've been doing the 50 stack challenge. And I'm like 4 weeks. Well, I'm 3 weeks behind. And then I haven't done this week yet because I was going along and I was doing really good. And yes. Then I did Defember and I jumped in and I decided to do Defember. And I completely dropped the ball on this. So I have 4 weeks to make up, but they are really, really cool. Oh, I've been working on my Scabby too. It's so cool. I can show you that too. I have a plan. I'm going to make probably 6 videos over the next 3 months. So I'll probably release them every 2 weeks and I'll just work in the journal. But I kind of have a really cool idea, kind of like the haunted notebook for it. But I'll show it to you now. You can do the candy conspiracies. But anyway, I'm having so much fun making things. I have a lot of long ways to go. I have to start pacing myself because I've been trying to put like so many things on each page that I'm going to run out of prompts and have to do them all again, I think, before I finish the book. I don't know. This one's really, really fun. There's the put a butt on it. I might decorate this letter. We'll see. I think that's all I have so far. So much fun. I didn't know you were doing the 50 stack, Tammy. Yeah, I don't know. So 50 stack, here's where I'm at. Oh, here's the list. So I was going along, and then 31 and 32 are the first ones that I didn't do. And I was making this whole stack of, I decided to make all journaling cards because I thought it would be cool to actually do it the way that it was originally done with a stack of 50 ephemera. See, and I got through more than halfway through and I was super excited. And then I just kind of quit. But they're so much fun. So now I have to decide if I'm going to, I know, I'm not sure I want to do like journal cards for the last part because it's a lot of journal cards. I feel like I need to make like a whole book for them. I like this one. This one's cool. Woo! And some of them are just kind of like almost whole little things. Like this one. I love them too. I think they're great. I should probably just keep going. Oh, it does come out. I thought it was stuck in there, but it comes right out. What's my problem? I thought I was going to have to tear the whole thing off and reattach it. Yeah, except for it doesn't go back in there. It's got little brads. I think it got stuck on them. I like this one. This one's cool. But I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with all of these. Ledger Paper and Grunge. That one was good. I like that one. That was one. There you go. Letter paper and grunge. They're both grunge and ledger paper. See? You can make them both at once. I know. This one. Don't tell Pam I had mushrooms. Okay. And don't tell Di I have gnomes. I like this one. This isn't really one of them. This was just kind of an extra thing. This is the crack from Doctor Who. And this is some weird thing I did. I need to go back and try this again because this is actually a really cool technique, but it didn't really come out the way I wanted it to. This one was wallpaper. Anyway, I need to find some time and do these. I liked this one. This one's cool. Happy Tuesday! I am not Smalls. I don't think I know you, but welcome to Scrapcraft and Stitchery. Let us know if you want us to call you something else or what you want us to call you. I love this one, the like gold embossing on this like old music paper. So pretty. This one was gold. Oh, look, that's my grandma's family. Very cool. I also had a list of like authors with W's in their name.
I think it's like this so you can be on a phone too. Maybe.
Hi, Lamont. That is cool. I don't have a moderator to share your channel.
Whose channel?
Lamont. They have a new YouTube and Etsy shop. Oh, Lamont's Smalls. Okay. That's cool. Everybody should go over and subscribe to Lamont's channel and give them some help.
Nope.
I liked this one a lot.
Did not work.
That one was very cool. You could go to...
I'm not
Okay. This one was okay. This one was... What was this one? Ticket. I stamped tickets. I think that was because Marguerite Miller had like all those postage stamps and she was doing them in like a color. And then there's just some extra deli paper that I was stamping on. Scrap stamps. I like this one. These ones were Christmas card and music. And I use the sprays on just like paper scraps. Great way to use your scraps. You should do that sometime. Those ones are really, really pretty.
I don't know.
I was saying, I think I've lost weight. I'm like really skinny now for the new year, right? But no, we will have to fix it later next week, I would imagine. Because we probably can't change it now, right? Without starting over. I really liked this one. I like the colors, this teal and the orange. So Lamont, what do you sell in your Etsy shop, and what is your channel about? And this one was a tag. I think this was tag. It might have also been hole punch. This one might have been hole punch. Oh, that's cool. That is a big endeavor to start an Etsy shop. Hi, Kelsey. Hey, Juju. So happy to see you guys. I was showing you guys my whole stack of 50 stack and admitting how far behind I am on my 50 stack. I think so. I was kind of thinking the same thing, especially since I want to make 2 journals. So, and I think some of them will definitely go in there. Like the Beatles can probably go in the pink and green one. But anyway, maybe in the next week I can get caught up on that. We shall see. She just keeps putting out more and more prompts. Anyway, that's the 50 stack challenge. Do you guys want to see the happy mail I got? Because I'm excited. I got happy mail. It just came today. This is from Maggie at Journaling with Maggie. And the thing is that we started our channels, like I think she started her channel a week before me. And so we both started in March. And she gives away happy mail, I think every week on her channel. So if you wanted to, you could go over there and watch her channel. I think she posts almost every day or every day. And she does tons of cool junk journals. And I have no idea what she sent me, but she's so sweet. She's so nice. And you guys should go over and watch her channel. But sometime, and I have no idea what she sent, but I put in and I won happy mail, and I never win happy mail. So I am super excited. Maybe she only gets away happy mail once a month. I'm not sure. It's stuck. Should we get one thing out at a time? Oh my gosh. She says, Christina, I don't know that the sketch pads are Christmassy, but I was hoping you might enjoy them anyway. Ah. I don't think that, hello, Jocelyn McDonald. Welcome. This is the one I won. Yes. I got a dangly that's blue, which is, I love this color. It's very pretty. Oh my gosh. gosh, look at how sparkly this is. And this is very Christmassy. Maybe she said that they are Christmassy. What did that say? They are Christmassy. Okay. These are cute. Look at the little gnomes. Again, don't tell Di. So, hi, Jocelyn. Jocelyn. How are you? I haven't seen you around before, but welcome. And I guess, do you have a channel? And are you, what crafts do you like to do? Let us know. This is very cute. Yes, Maggie does a lot of really cool things. She makes waterfalls way better than I do. She sent me one. I can see. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Look at this. Oh, I think this might have to go into my candy journal. Don't you think? Look at those. So cool. Yeah, she makes like waterfalls way better than I do. I'm going to have to find her video where she does it and see if she shows us how. She sent me a cat journal. Oh, she's so sweet. Oh, how thoughtful. Look at the little black cat. This is adorable. Oh my gosh. So pretty. If you don't know, we have 4 cats, so this is super cool that she sent me this adorable little journal with a black cat. Our cat is actually, she's just pretends to be a black cat. She's actually a tortie, but these are cute. I love the little Christmas gnomes. Well, thank you, Maggie, if you get to watch this. What is this? Oh, I think it's a snippet roll. Nope, it's just paper. That's a nice long strip of paper. Okay, I'm not going to read it. I don't think you're supposed to read it. It says, no trouble, no trouble, no trouble. I'm in a hurry with you. I'm in a hurry with you. Okay. Okay, I won't read the whole thing. I promise. Oh, these houses are cute too. Oh, I love those. And a whole bunch of stamps. I always need stamps. These are pretty. Look, it says Mississippi. I know where that is. Okay. Those are adorable. There's more. She sent me a whole envelope full of stuff. Oh my gosh. Thank you. That's better. Hey, the IT guy fixed it so I can actually see the chat. That's awesome. Because it was so tiny before. And that's why I can't read anything. It is very nice. There's more. There's a whole lot more. Okay. Oh, look. It's got a wax seal. I want to save it. I wonder if I heat it up with my heat gun. I wonder what's inside. Probably don't want to do that. Oh, I broke it. Okay. Oh, I know how to do it. Watch this. Silly me. Acting like I don't know how to open an envelope. Okay. Although this is a really nice envelope. Okay. Okay. Yeah, see, I never get mail either. I don't know how to actually open an envelope. She sent me a card. Oh, I feel like this is from Trisha's junk journal sketches because I know she does that. I bet you this is one of her layouts. It says, thank you for Christina for subscribing to my channel and for watching and commenting. I appreciate you so much. You are such a talented young woman. Don't ever give up. Please keep moving forward. Much love, Maggie. She is so, so sweet. I love Maggie. She is just a doll. She's a retired nurse, and she's just tells the best stories when she's on, and she's just really fun to watch, and she makes beautiful journals. So if you want, ooh, look, a hidden paperclip. I was just making paper clips like this. That one's pretty. Look at this. Oh my gosh, it's got so much stuff packed in here. Oh my gosh, she sent me stamps. Wow, this is pretty amazing. Holy cow, there's a die in here. I didn't realize she was going to send so much stuff. Oh my gosh. Really? She is a sweetheart. Oh my gosh. Find joy in every day. Oh, I love that. And it will fit in my itty bitty die cut machine. Washi tapes and some like ribbons. She is so sweet. Everybody go over and subscribe to Journaling with Maggie. What are these? These are little hearts and they're fabric. Oh, wow. These are cool. I don't even know what these are. They're like little fabric hearts that are like little patches or something. They're a little bit puffy. Just a little bit. Those are cool. They must be like appliques. They must be. I've never seen those before. That's cool. I like it. That will be perfect for Valentine's Day. Hi, Zena. Thanks for coming. And some frames. Oh my gosh, you guys, this just keeps going on and on and on. This is packed. And she made this like very cool envelope for storing all of this stuff. This is all gonna go into, like, look at this little cat. Little, I think these are like artist trading cards or coins. Very cool. Very cool. Level Locked is my IT guy. These are cool. She made these from a master board. So pretty. These are really nice. I always put mine on like I don't know. She put hers on like cardstock. Very pretty. These will be fun. And then all these die cuts. There's little birds stuck in there. I'm going to leave him in there. Just little spooky houses. Oh my gosh, these are perfect for Halloween. And little birds. Oh my gosh, just so many little die cuts and things. Wow. This is huge. I'm going to have to send her a great big thank you. And some fun things for her to use. This is amazing. Thank you, Maggie. Oh my gosh. I'm just blown away that she is sending me like die cuts and her like the actual dies, and this is just packed. Like, love this cat. This cat, I'm planning on making a cat journal. Probably not this month. I have a whole bunch of other journals I want to make. And then later I'm going to make a cat journal. And these are all just, I think, papers. Oh, wait. I needed little doilies like this size the other day. And here they are. See? Look at that. Perfect. And just the rest is like paper and stickers and all of these things. Oh my gosh. Okay, I want to look because I want to see the papers. I hope you guys aren't getting terribly bored. Okay. These are nice. They're like double-sided scrapbooking paper. They're like really heavy papers. Look at the little mushrooms. Those are cute. The little mushroom houses. Strawberries. Oh, I like the moons. Those are pretty. The dream catchers. And there's 2 of all of these so that, you don't run out. And a map of maybe Paris. That looks a lot like Paris. And some botanicals. Those are nice. Wow. Oh my gosh. This is a fantastic Happy Mail. Okay. And then all of these. I love this so much. This is going to be so much fun to play with, you guys. Okay. That's Happy Mail. Maggie is wonderful. Check her out. She does make really, really nice journals. And she does a lot of challenges. Like, I think she's doing the 50 stack challenge. I don't know what all she's doing. She does a lot of challenges and makes really nice journals. And she posts almost every day, I think. So, but she doesn't do lives. So I don't think she's coming today. Although I tried to summon her. All right. That was Happy Mail. Fantastic. Oh my gosh. Okay. So what I was going to do was I was going to go through all of my Defemember ephemera and sort it into 2 piles and see if I have enough to make, well, I guess I can make 2 journals. But I want to go through that because I feel like I need to finish that in some way. But it's probably all going to go into like 2 journals, like I said. Because I have all of this. And not all of this is from Defemember. Some of this is stuff that I made before, and I just I had it in this box, and I need a place to put my Defemember stuff. So I put it in this box. So I guess I want, so as I was saying, I want to make like 2 journals. One of them is going to be kind of a pink and green themed journal that is inspired by the Moth-Eaten Lace book tabs, because I got this idea on the first day that as I was making these, it'd be really fun to do a whole journal that was like kind of minty green and this pink color, and then maybe do it like an insect theme. So I want to do something so I can make a pile for those. Oh my gosh, I'm too skinny. Okay, so I'll put those there. And then I have some things that are like this. I made specifically book pages that can go with that because it's pink and lacy and mothy. So these, I even made grungy book pages. I forget which prompt this was already. I felt like it was a free one. Oh, this was from Snacks. Forgotten Snacks, yes. And this was all themed after a forgotten saltwater taffy that I found that was pink and green, like my moths. Yeah. So since I had this idea early on, I made a lot of things that were kind of like this belly band can go with that stuff. And then I just have to, make a cover, and the pages are already done. You put the stuff in there, and there you go. Done. I thought this was cool. My beetles. I'll have to do something with the other side, but hey. I have pages, I have book tabs, all this stuff. And the other thing was I was thinking, and I really love this beetle stencil, so that was fun. Mushrooms might go in there too. Oh, well, this is good. I was looking for this, and I lost this book. I think it was hiding from me because I was threatening to cut more pages out of it. Okay. So it's good that I've found these. These were, I made mushroom stamps, and I made full-sized watercolor paintings and then turned them into a sheet of stamps. Where's the stamps? These are still up for free on my Ko-fi shop if you're interested in a sheet of postage mushroom stamps. So the question is, this can go in the Black and Rust grunge themed journal. I think that can too. Why not? I like that one. I'm not sure. We'll put it there now. Put it in the grunge for now. This one, this could be grunge. I kind of really like this one. This is like using ink, like India ink on the gel plate. I just really like the way this came out. We'll put this in the grunge for now, but some of these could go in other. That gives us more colors. I like that idea. I didn't realize I did quite this much jelly prints, but I was really excited to, I think, I was really excited to make jelly prints and have kind of a free night where I could do what I wanted. Okay. Instead of doing butterfly labeled book tags or book pages. Okay. That's awesome. What else I have for pages? I was like really thinking about making pages whenever I could. I had altered envelopes in here that I did. I think these are still copy filters that I did. And I can use those for pages too. Those make cool pages. That is definitely the grunge. This one is definitely the pink insect. It does. For sure. These are the belly bands that I made with the postage stamps. I'll put them over here. This book is going to have tons of this one will have so many belly bands. We'll have to save some of them. These are some envelopes that I made. They're kind of cool. I made these a long time ago. These weren't from December, but hey. They're huge, though. Huge. Let's put that in there. I think it'll match the colors because it's so green. This is just a book I made. Sometimes I try to give those away. I don't think I have very many left. Let's see. More envelopes. This one's got Cleopatra on it. I wonder if Cleopatra wants to go in a bug journal. She's got a cat. We'll put her in there. We don't have to use her, but we could. I got really carried away with whatever prompt this was. And I made, this was flip out. But I made like a whole signature here for that. And I started to make another one, but I ran out of time because the other one was so complicated. But that can go there. I think we're going to have to start with the bug journal. I was like really excited about that idea the whole time. I spent a whole month preparing for this. A few random bugs. This journal is just going to make itself. It's going to be awesome. That is another jelly print. Maybe there's nothing in this box but jelly prints. Okay. Well, I loved these bookmarks. They came out so cool. And I never make shaker tags, and I made so many like shaker things this like last month. They have little gecko punches inside them. Let's see. I think one of these can probably go in there. Which is the grungiest one? They're all pretty grungy. Put that there. Why not? That needs to be finished. I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to have to make pages for the other one still. Because I have some of these though. We can use some of these. So these I made out of envelopes. This was like altered envelope. These were cool. I just opened up the envelope and refolded them so it's got like a pocket and a tuck space. And then I was going to use these as pages in the journal so they'll just get kind of stitched in. That one could go in either one. It's grunge and it's got a butterfly. Well, it's a moth. We'll put it in the grungy. A lot of these are grungy. This one's definitely grungy. This is like deli paper that I guess that is a jelly print too. That can go there. This we'll put there. Grunge. Don't know. Do we want to use 3 of them in there? There's some papers in there too. Okay. Yeah, I really like this one. This is like some tissue paper that I got. I bought a purse and it had like a ton of this like craft like tissue paper in it. I don't know what they were thinking. They gave me like 3 packs of tissue paper in this purse. That was kind of crazy, and that can go back. This is an envelope. I think this was a floating pocket. Super awesome. That goes there. The little owl. He's going to eat all the bugs in my journal. I think these can go here too because I like the green. So we can put one of these in there. I really love the spilled ink. Really liked the spilled ink. I'm going to add this to grunge because that is definitely a grungy envelope. Let's see, what else have we got? We'll pull all these out. I made a whole bunch of coin envelopes with spilled ink. And I really loved the way they came out. I was playing with my new inks that I got for Christmas. And we're going to save most of those. What's this? Oh, this was also kind of like a prototype for those other envelopes. I folded this as an envelope out of a coffee filter. Super cool. Okay, I think this is going to be rust and black grunge, and I think we're going to use teal, or we'll find some sort of a blue copper theme to go with it. That'll be cool. This is a tag I made a long time ago. What else? Should we just like dump out the whole box? Probably not. Look at all these owls. I was on an owl tag making kick. I didn't realize all of these tags are in here. Let's see. Stop and check. This is kind of more vintage than grungy, but I guess it could be also grungy. awesome. Let's put it in there. And this is very much the same thing. There's a Treasure Books faux paper clip. Those are cute. That doesn't really fit anywhere. Some unfinished tags. We could put, which of these owls? Let's put that owl in there. Cute. Okay. Move you over a little bit so we have a little bit of room. Okay. I'm gonna stick all these guys back in here. I think this was, I don't know what this was. I think this was, I was working on something, an idea. We'll put it in there because it goes with those colors. Okay. I have all these postage postcards, but I don't know if any of those are going to go and work, are going to work with either of these. So let's look and see. We have that one, Alexander, the man who knows. I have all these, like, my son used to really like magic. So I had all these, like, big stickers that were for decoupage that he really liked. Hey, there's my, like, I have this picture hanging on my fridge, and I made a photocopy of it because she always just makes me so happy. I'm going to put her in grunge. There you go. These are all postcards, and they have canceled postage, which I think I made with washi tape. Always put a cowgirl somewhere, right? These are extras. Extra bases, which we can put somewhere else, but we'll stick them in here now. For some reason, I just like, these are like wine labels. I was in a wine club, and I used to get a box of wine, and then I'm going to put that in the grunge too. I just feel like it. Queen Victoria is knighting, I think, Sir Francis Drake. I got this out of like a history book that I have. I thought it would make a good postcard. Why not? And this is either Harvard or Yale. And these are a whole bunch of just stamped images that were already in the box. We already looked at those. What else? I think that's about it. Maybe. Ooh, we have these girls. And we have cats. And we have these leftover mushrooms, and they don't really go either place. So we'll leave those. I really like the way these came out. They're so pretty. You could put one of these in grunge. They're pretty grungy. Thank you, Level Locked. This is the grungiest one. I don't know if you can see it, but I did this one using Louisa's technique for the shattered glass that she showed for December. And it's just like tape peeling up all over it. It's very grungy. Then I just cut the tape apart and put it down for these, which was much easier. And I liked it a lot easier. than trying to cut all the crumpled tape off of the top. And this one I didn't finish because the ink was wet. So it only has a couple of places where there were tape on it. Okay, we will save these for another day. I like this one because I like the blue. Okay. And then there's the snippet rolls. And these all go kind of with this, but I'm going to leave them in the box. Well, I can put them over there for right now. This is fun. What were these? I don't know. And these are hidden paper clips. And that looks pretty grungy to me. You can put that in the grungy one. Okay, the rest of this I will sort out when I am ready to decorate the journals and I have them all put together. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do in January is I want to put together at least 3 journals. So I'm going to use 2 of them will be the grunge journal and this one, which will be the pink and green. Wasn't planning on this last month, but it kind of came together and that's what I decided to do. So I wanted to go through and sort through these. I didn't show you guys the cat envelopes. I never posted this video, but I saw a video for making cat envelopes pockets, and I was going to do this for textured, gosh, what was it? It was altered pockets and texture fragments, but I just never got that video out. So here are the cat pockets that you might have seen. I made these on like Pam's channel at like 2 o'clock in the morning, but I made fish to feed the cats because I made a cat out of deli paper and I felt like he needed to be filled with fish because it was amusing. And it was late December. I was kind of losing my mind. So I made this cat and he's stuffed full of like fish. And they kind of just float around in there. But they can't come out because they're all sealed in. Just as if, they've been eaten by a cat. There's a pocket back here. Anyway, I thought it was cute. And there's a big green cat, and he's got his little books and his little fish. And he's ready to go to school, I guess. Okay. That is that. And then sometimes later I will make a cat journal when I get my stuff together for that. Okay. So thank you for sticking around and watching me sort through all of my ephemera. I think this is definitely the next journal because this is like pink and green and I think it'll be fun. And I just need to figure out what I decide to do. Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm super excited to do that, put this together. And the other journal I want to make is I have the pink and green and I have this grungy one, which will be cool. And the other one I want to make is like the idea book that I started like in December. And I put out a long video just talking about how I'm choosing pages for it. So I have that out. And then I kind of got caught up doing Defemember. I love how these snippet rolls came out. They're just so cool and they feel awesome. So, so I have the idea book that I had started and never got around to finishing. So I was working on that. I'm going to put that out as like a regular video, probably on Saturday. And I'll show you where I'm at with that. Let me get rid of this stuff. This is to be the grunge journal. It'll be kind of like, I was really thinking kind of more like this color, but I don't think I have like a lot of this in here. So we'll have to rethink that. I kind of have more purple, probably because I was thinking pink all along. But that's okay. We will figure it out, and the whole thing doesn't have to be color themed. It's just going to be grunge. And that'll be fun. Okay, let's get rid of these things. So I kind of started putting together my idea book, and really, I mean, the next thing I have to do is put a cover on it. And I think I'm going to do this. And I had this idea to do this, like, I want to have a lot of space in here to like store stuff. So I was trying to think of how I could put a spine on it because I made the covers. And then I was just thinking how I was going to put a spine on it that was going to let it have a lot of room to get really big. And then I got distracted by this other thing. And then I decided it wasn't going to work. So now I have to figure out what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to just use this like paper that I really like. I thought it would be kind of fun with that. And then just back it with probably coffee filter and see if I thought that was strong enough. But I might put some like fabric in between so that it will definitely be strong enough and sew it all together. Stick it on as a spine. Anyway, that's the plan. I'll probably put that video out. I'll work on this tomorrow. Hopefully finish that and put that out as a long video on Saturday. I'm hoping to do that. But I got distracted by this other spine method that I saw, which I thought was really cool. And I started to make it, and then I decided to make a prototype, and then I decided that I didn't want to do this for my book, but I want to finish it. So that's what I was going to work on now for a little while and see if I can make this work. And that's where I was looking for this book that has this book page in it, because I need more of something, and I was going to use more of the book page. But then the book ran away. And I do not know where in my piles and piles it went. So, but while we were looking through that giant box of ephemera, I found more pages, and these were exactly what I wanted. These are actually exactly what I wanted. So we can use these on the inside, and I think we'll have enough just with those two images. I know, it heard me saying I was ripping more pages out of it, and it just ran away. I think it's silly. Just terrible, terrible. It's what I was thinking. This is a cool binding. I saw this. I was watching Barbara at 49 Dragonflies, and she was trying this. And I was going to make my big idea journal with this, and then I just decided that I didn't really want, I just wasn't sure it was going to work. So I had these torn down to whatever. For these, okay, this is an accordion tab binding. An accordion tab binding. Yeah, I'm going to call it an accordion tab binding. So I already made this, and this is just made with like packing paper. And I was thinking you could do this with like fabric or something, but I think it would be a kind of difficult to assemble. You can use cardstock too. I just wanted to try it and see what it was going to be like because I think it's going to kind of separate and have a separation when you put it in. But it's kind of a really cool idea, and I like it for a little book that's kind of just not super not super robust, like a book for grown-up adults. And when I was working on this last night, I decided I probably wanted these pages more like 3 inches tall instead of 5 inches tall. So I'm just kind of tearing them down. Because I like making lots and lots of scraps. I hope you guys had a good Tuesday. Everything feels like it's getting back to normal after the holidays. And it feels like it's really, really busy because it is. Because that's what happens when you work at a university and, right? And it's the first week of school after the holidays. So I need 6 of these because I have 6 tabs. And I don't have a cover for it, but I think I have a plan for at least finishing some of the inside pages. Okay. Now I have, we'll see how far we can get. Like I said, I don't really have a cover yet. So if we take these, and that'll be our journal, and is what we need to do is we need to cut a slit in here, and then we will insert that into the slit. So our signature, and you can do more pages than just one, but I just have 1 page, which is fine for a little book. Okay, I love the pages in this book because they're so pretty. And I think, well, last night when I made this, and this is just made out of packing paper. I had a big long thing of packing paper, and I just folded it in half. And then I folded those into the middle. And then folded those into the middle. And then I went back and just accordioned them so they all went in the direction that I wanted them to go. And then I cut 2 inches off of that. That's how we got to this. Okay. And like I was saying last night, I think I had this kind of folded neatly, at least on the edge that's going to be on the spine. see you, Terry. Thanks for coming. Enjoy dinner. I didn't know you wore glasses, Level Locked. Okay. So this is 2 inches and this is 3 inches. And I think you can do more of these if you want to. I just have never done a binding like this, quite like this. So I'm just going to mark where that is so that I can make a slit there. If I can see that. Can I see that? Yes. Okay. So for each of my pages or signatures, you're going to do this. And did I find... I guess you could do this with scissors if you wanted to. Okay. So now you're going to make a slit for the accordion to go inside. That is just slightly a hair larger than your binding. So we'll cut all of those. Has anybody made a binding like this before? Because I haven't. I just saw it last night and I thought it was super cool. And I wanted to try it. And so I started doing it. And then I decided that was not really what I wanted for my idea book. Because I was looking for something that would like expand. I don't think this is going to be super expandy. And I was like, oh, well, that's fine. I think that's it. That one didn't mark very well. I really, really like this for kind of a simple little fun book that you can put like, you know, your collection of cat stickers in or something. I think that would be really fun. And I just like trying different binding techniques. It's part of the thing that I really love about junk journaling is like the bookmaking aspect of it. Because I really like, I don't know. I always thought it was really cool. And I think I had a book like a long time ago when I had no crafting supplies whatsoever. And I had this book about making art books. And it went into, and bookbinding in general. And it went into like all these like fancy things like, you know, Italian makers have had all of these things for like all this time to make books. And it was just very prohibitive, I guess, because, you know, you need a book cradle and all these special tools and waxed linen thread. And I was like, oh my gosh, I really want to do bookbinding, but I felt like I needed to have like a bookbinding studio or something to do it. And So I think it's just really cool to make books. And now I do have a bookmaking studio. See how that happens? Okay, so now you just slide these on. And I think, so you're going to attach the cover here. And so we'll slide the pages on. Right? And you could do this like if you had like a signature with like 3 or 4 pages, you could put it on there. But I was just going to do one. Okay. You can't see anymore. Do I need to zoom in? Would that help? This is so cool. Okay. And I love these book pages because they're just so, the paper in this book is so nice. Oh, I have an extra page. Okay. So now we have that. Awesome. So there's that. And so the next thing we want to do is, obviously we haven't done anything to keep this book together. I thought I had 6. Or maybe I have an extra page. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I must have just made it an extra page. Okay. So now what we're going to do, we still need to make a cover because I don't know. Because I don't know what I want to do for a cover. I haven't decided yet. What we want is, I think I'm going to use these illustrated pages out of this same book. I think they'll be kind of fun. And what we want is to cut those, or I think we're just going to tear them down to this size and do single sheets rather than folded sheets. Do we want to make them the same size, or do we want to make them just a little bit smaller? This was, what did we decide? 4 by 3. Okay. I think it's just half a page. Okay. Well, thank you. All right. That is about as far as I got as to figuring out how to do this. So We might have to cut a little bit off there. Honestly. Okay. I think these might be a little bit too long. So then all you're going to do is glue these in onto that tab, and that holds everything in. You could probably do all kinds of things. One thing you could do is put another piece of paper inside this that's like opens up. You could probably open that up and then you could cut this apart and tape it down and put that over the top. I don't know. But here's what we're going to do. We are going to glue that into there like that. And look, it's a no-sew binding. An accordion tab. They are some faces. It is from Saint-Savin in France. Ooh. I don't know. Maybe this is kind of a little bit like ready for Halloween again. I wonder if I could put these in my candy journal, because it says one of the prompts is to imitate a great artist. Oh, that would be more like plagiarize a great artist if I just use their work straight up, right? I don't know who this is because I can't read French, so who knows? There you go. This poor guy's got a receding hairline. Or maybe he has one of those hats on. Or maybe he's just light hair. I'm not sure. I'm going to go with receding hairline. And that's all there is. I'll have to turn the page to see more. All right. And then we'll do the next one. only thing is that while I'm doing this tab is kind of moving around. While I'm trying to put glue on it, it does not want to hold still. Which is going to make this whole thing. I really like this. I think this is a cool way to do a binding. Like I said, I like it better for a little book. I was going to do 3 of these in a bigger journal, but I think you'd want to use like maybe fabric or something that's like really strong and not like, I mean, this packing paper. Because this packing paper, I don't know. If you're like in and out of your idea book, trying to put ideas in there and remember what you were thinking, I don't know. It might fall apart after a while. Then you'd have to redo it. But you could use cardstock or something. I'm trying to get this. It's like kind of not quite lying flat now. Probably because I haven't folded it quite right. But that's just the way it's going to be now. Does it matter? If I can't tell, it doesn't matter. I was thinking for my idea book, this would be a good binding because I hadn't tried it before. So, you know, even the binding is a, you know, idea of something that I at least tried.
Sister Nightly Nighty Journal, it's 8:29 p.m.
Every night. I'm supposed to journal with my sisters, and it's been going off for like, what, 4 years or something every night at 8:30? Do we ever journal together? No. I could turn it off. But hey, look at me. I win because I am journaling right now. I should stop and send them a text message. See, look at this one. This one's weird. See, we finally get the one that has the faces. Look at, look at, look at. Okay. So right now, this tab is not exactly straight in here, right? Hopefully it's straight on the outside. This is definitely a lay flat kind of a binding though. Okay. I wonder what would happen if you glued the tabs shut. What do you think would happen? Oh. Hide you, boy. How are you tonight? If you just got here, we are making, I'm trying out this little binding that I saw. because I've never tried it before. And so I thought I would put together this little book so that I could remember the idea. And I just thought it would be a fun little book to make. So a while back, I had this thing where I was supposed to be journaling with my sisters at 8:30 every night, and that was the time my sister picked because she had kids, and she figured that that would be a good time for her. It's actually 7:30 at her time. Anyway, so I'm supposed to send her a text and remind her to journal with me just for 15 minutes, but she never had time, so I kind of quit doing it, but I still have the timer that goes off on my phone every night at 8:30 to remind me. But I should change it to Tuesday nights and send her a reminder because I'm going to do lives every Tuesday night. So then she could come journal with me here. That would be fun. That is the second brilliant idea that I've had tonight that I probably won't remember. Okay. I don't remember what the first one was. That's why I say that. I should have stopped and written it down. Oh, well. I'm sure it will come back to me. Unless it doesn't. Okay. Now the question is, I'm still trying to figure out how to get this tab to keep from shifting while I'm putting glue on it. I do kind of feel like I should have glued them together before I use them, but hey. Might have been a good idea. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Did you have a good day? Hey, Mr. Airsofty. All right, this is the last one. And I think we can use one of these for the inside covers. And then we just have to find something to do with the outside cover. And that I don't know. I was watching Janet Young. I was watching her live earlier, and she was flipping through some of her art journals. And she had this hand in one of them that was just kind of loose and floating around. I think it was like a photograph of her hand that she had cut out. I'm not really sure. It was very interesting. And I was just thinking it would be cool to do like a tip in. So it's attached to the side of the page and it could like, oh, you can't see. And then the hand could flip out and then you would see like there'd be a face underneath it or something and maybe like an eye is peeking out through the fingers. I thought that would be fun. So anyway, there's this hand here, so I was thinking about that. So that'll have to happen, right? Or you could have a hand at the bottom and it could come up and cover the mouth. You do a lot of fun things with that. Oh no, we're not going to have an extra one. That's very sad. I thought we'd have an extra and we could use it on the cover. Okay. But no, we do not, which is fine. The book is around here and there are pages in it. Heck, if I know where I stuck it, I still think it ran away. It ran away from home. Okay. First hand. Good. Hello, Throg. Glad you could make it. All right. What do you guys think of this binding method? So there. Okay. Now we need something for the cover. This is my problem with accordions, is that if you don't line them up exactly right, then they're kind of weird. But I do think we have a little bit of room to kind of train those, maybe, to be where we want it to be. That's kind of cool. There's kind of a secret little pocket in there. That would be fun. You could put kind of a little tab or something on there. I can go over it really quickly. That's kind of really cool. I like that. You could do a lot of fun things with that. Okay. Okay. So all you do is, I have extras. So this is an accordion fold binding. And so I took a piece of, this is packing paper, like this, and I have accordion folded it. So I just folded it in half, and then basically I folded each half into the middle like that. Not very well, apparently. Okay. Which could be a lot of, so you want to kind of do it well. But for this little book, hey, because if you don't, then it's going to be crooked when you're done. Anyway, so fold it into the middle, and then I think I folded to the outside there. Right, you get the idea. Until you have folded your accordion like this, right? And I had to take, and I did this last night. I didn't do this tonight. And then I just cut 2-inch strips, and I had to glue 2 of them together for this book. So it has 6 pages, 6 folios, right? That are folded in half. And so I have these book pages, and all I did was I folded them in half, and then I cut them to 3 inches. And then I cut a 2-inch strip here because I cut these into 2-inch strips, right? Hopefully this is all making sense as I go through. So I cut 2 inches off of here. So I have an accordion, and I glued 2 of these together. That one's got a tear there, which doesn't really matter because that's going to go inside the book anyway. Okay, so just to show you, so you want this outside flap, and this outside flap to be on this, to open and hinge like at the same place. So you wouldn't want to have it be like hinging out this way and this way. But I glued 2 of these strips together to make my book twice as wide, but you could do 3. And then, so you make your pages, and you can do more than 1 page this way. And then you just take it, and this is the cover. So you skip that first flap, and you take the second flap that's folded, right? And you stick that tab in through the book page like that. And then I made more pages this size that were just a single sheet and not folded. And I glued onto there. And I think you saw that part where I was doing this. Yes. And so I glued those 2 pages onto these flaps. But I guess you don't have to cut them in half. I could have folded them like this, now that I'm seeing this. Folded them like that and left this fold here and just put that on there. That would work too if you're going to do it that way. Brilliant. That's brilliant. So now I have this book. And these are kind of like thick pages because it's 2 pages glued together. And so now I just need to make a little cover, and I can attach the cover onto here. So it's probably what I'll do, since I already have this. I might just put a page on there like that. And that would be, a way to get that finished. But then I was just realizing, well, the only thing is you don't want to stick too much stuff sticking out of here because then it won't lay flat and open right. Like if you could put something in there and decorate that, just maybe like a piece of ribbon or something, that would be pretty. That could be fun. Let's do that. I was thinking it would be cool if you put like little tabs and you could put a little bead or something on here or something that goes down in this pocket, but I don't think you want to do that because then it's going to interfere with the book being able to open properly. So maybe not do that. But what I do think I'm going to do is, in order to make a cover for this, I probably will just use another piece of the book page since it's available. And then I'll figure out, I'll glue something on top when I go to decorate it. I did do Happy Mail. I got Happy Mail from my friend Journaling with Maggie. She sent me a whole bunch of stuff. Oh my gosh. I think it is true that it's nice to I don't know. I guess I mean I love books and I love to read books. And I mean I walk into bookstores and I just feel like I'm surrounded by friends because I'm like, oh, I read this book, I read this book, I read this book. These are my friends. And so, but I always also kind of felt drawn to like making books and how books are made. So it's not just like, and the way books smell. And I don't know. I like beautiful books. And this was a beautiful book. This really was a beautiful book. And it was kind of a little bit difficult, honestly, for me to like cut it up. But it's also in French. And I don't read French. And I love the paper in this book. It's just really nice paper. And so I bought it secondhand, and I kind of almost think of it as buying like art paper more than like buying a book. That's how especially this book. I don't know why. But that's why I bought the book was for the paper. Because I love that it's got like French printing and this like the whole book is just printed in like italics and it's in French and it's very cool. And the paper is like, it's kind of almost like construction paper, but it's really fun to do watercolor and stuff on because it's really absorbent. So sure, it might bother some people, but you know what? I like it. Just thinking there's already this like slit in this one because I was going to use this. I had too many when I cut the pages. I was thinking we could put something inside of there that would make a closure, and that could be kind of fun way to do that. You know, you gotta have watercolor paper and paper for your mixed media. And this one is already started for us. But you'll notice my friend Bonnie is not here. But she screams every time somebody threatens to cut into a book. So there may be a reason why she's not here. But she keeps coming back and watching us do it. So, hey. All right. Let me find some sort of ribbon or something. All right. What are we in the mood for? Ooh, wait. This might be the thing. That. Maybe not. I don't know. What else have we got? We can go through the whole box, right? Absolutely. Let's go through the whole box. Let's maybe not go through the whole box. This is kind of fun. I'm really kind of leaning towards like this lace. Although I kind of wish it was brown like this one. This might be it. I just like the color for this. I think. The gray is pretty too. It's got a little bit of sparkle in it. It's a little gold. That is like, this is like a paper ribbon. I just don't think it would, I don't know, it might not stay tied. I kind of want to make it tie. Next week we'll set it up different, so we're in a different aspect ratio anyway. I think this one. I like this one better, and the reason I like it is it's a little bit flatter, and I think it's gonna lie flatter. I like this one, but I want to run it through the inside, and it's just a little bit lumpy, and I think it's gonna, it's pretty flat. That might work. Okay. Thanks for coming, Tammy. I'm so glad you're here. I am working on getting your package in the mail, but I haven't got it yet. But I'll let you know when I get it in the mail. Tammy and I are swapping for the Scabby Hunt because we need a fib swap to include. I'm super excited about this. I'm going to post some videos. I'm probably only going to, I'm planning it out. I'm going to post 6 videos for the Scabby Hunt journal, but they're going to be fun, guys. And they will be regular videos. Night, Tammy. What I'm thinking is we can run this through here, right? Since we already have a slit cut, like it's not wide enough. Let's try this. Or we could do the orange. The orange might be nice too. Have this nice orange one that's really thin. And that would be something totally just a accent of color. Hello, I love rubber ducks. How are you? I haven't seen you on before. How's your night going? Are you crafting along with us? I'm super excited. I'm really happy about how this journal is coming together. I think it's super cool. I have completely lost all of my scissors. All of my scissors. I recently realized that I had my whole setup backwards because I'm left-handed. And I thought, 2 a.m. for you. Where are you at? Are you in England? Anyway, the UK. See? So pretty good guess. Okay, so, well, welcome. I'm glad you joined us here today. How's the weather? Tonight, this morning, I guess. Early in the morning. And where are you at, like Level Locked? That it's mid-afternoon and dark and hot? Oh, wow. See, I'm in Memphis, Tennessee. And I was just saying that, like, I don't think we're going to get any snow this year. And I was saying that I probably shouldn't say that because if I say that, then it's probably going to dump on us. Because sometimes we get a little bit of snow. Sometimes it gets really cold for about a week, but then it gets warm again. It just seems like it's a really warm year to me for some reason. Because it was like, I think about 60, almost 70 degrees out today. I don't think it's mid-afternoon anywhere in the Americas. Sad songs. That would just make me cry, I think, and feel kind of weepy. I am making a prototype of this new binding. We were keeping our Christmas tree up until January 7th. Why? I think that is like, what, Ukrainian Christmas or something? I think it has something to do with the wise men, maybe. I think I got something extra in there. I really love the snow. I grew up in Idaho and North Dakota, and cold places. I lived in Chicago for a little while, or Illinois, Chicago. Anyway, it's too cold in Chicago. Too cold in Chicago. Will this work? Feel like it means yes. Okay. All right. I love rubber ducks forever. I hope you get some good sleep. Thanks for stopping in. It's a good place to be, watching a little crafting. If you can't sleep in the middle of the night, that's what I do. Okay. I mean, the truth is I'm probably avoiding sleep if I'm like crafting in the middle of the night. But that's okay. Nothing wrong with that, right? Life is too short to not stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning making books. Okay. I think we want to put some glue there. There we go. I think we have a book. And you can tie it shut. I like it. Okay. Let's squish that down because that should stay squished down. Okay. That was maybe not the best way to add the binding, but I already had the slit, so that was the idea. Okay. I think it's cute. You can put little pictures or stickers or all kinds of things in there. Fantastic. Look at how flat it's like, completely flat too. Very cool. Very cool. Easier than the tab binding that I tried and couldn't quite get to work. Again, I think I like it better for like a little book rather than a big book, but you could do like, I mean, if it was a bigger book, you could just do 2 or 3, or you can do like one big long one, but that would use a lot of like paper or whatever you're using. Awesome. Okay. I already showed you all the Scabby Hunt earlier journal. So there's that. So the other thing is I was probably just going to work on my ABC glue book and put more pages in that. Thank you, Lisa. I really like color. Color is really fun to play with. I can either work in my glue book now, or I could back to New Year's. I was feeling guilty for a second because I'm so far behind on the 50 stack. And I was saying earlier, if you were here, weren't here, that I had I'm like 4 weeks behind. Well, I'm only like 3 weeks behind. And I don't have a plan to work on those. Well, I mean, I'm going to work on those. I just need to figure out when. I have a lot of this stuff. One of them, I think the next ones are blue and pattern. And I have an old pattern that I got. It sure is. It really is. I think I definitely have more ideas than I have time. And then I get excited about something and then I just kind of go on after that thing. Huckster, that would be fun for H. Hurry, scurry, yes. I've been working on the scavenger hunt journal, the Scabby Hunt, that Janet Young is doing, because she's done them every year for I think the last 5 years, and it's really fun. And I kind of got excited about that and just started making a journal. And I had I didn't really plan on doing that. It just happened. And I'm really happy that it did because it's super cool and super fun. But it's turning into this like whole other storyline. So I'll probably be making videos about that, which I wasn't really planning on making, but that's okay. It'll be fun, I think, to do. It'll be kind of something like the haunted sketchbook. But I'm not going to do one every day. I'm going to do 6 videos, I think, 2 a month between in January, March, and January, February, and March. And then it's done. So that'll be easy to fit in. Easy to fit in. And I decided to do some lives and cut back on the number of like long edited videos that I'm doing, just because like I was spending so much time editing videos that it was kind of a lot. Kind of a lot of time. And I figure if I do lives, then I can spend more time crafting and less time doing video editing. Although sometimes I like to do the video editing, so I think I'm going to go to 1 live and 1 edited video a week and see how that works. Is the plan for this year. And then I'm going to have some bonus videos because I have to do the scavenger hunt videos separately. But that's like a whole other project, which is also kind of why I wanted to do. I wanted more time for like bigger creative projects. So we're making it happen one way or another. Do I edit my lives ever? You know, I just started doing lives, so not yet, but I might. This is like actually my second live, right? So I did I was in the New Year's Eve streamathon, right? And that was really the first live that I've done. So sometimes I go on the ginger cat lady, Pam, and she streams from midnight Central Time to around 8 o'clock in the morning. I could do that. I could certainly do that. She is a lot of fun. She has a really great community. I do think it's nice to when people edit their lives if they have something in there that's useful. Remember to put the scissors in the can. That might be my like New Year's resolution, is to remember to put the scissors in the can. I was starting to say, So I realized that I had my whole desk set up backwards and I had to reach all the way across for all of my tools. So I moved there. I don't know why it took me so long to figure that out. Anyway, and I thought that was going to make it so that I would always put, my scissors away so I'd be able to find them. But no, it hasn't worked yet. They're still getting buried in the piles of paper as I rip up all of these books. Oh no, we didn't make it big enough. That's okay. I'm sure we can fix it. We probably need a bigger piece than that. Yeah, I really liked that binding. I just thought it was a really cute idea. And so I wanted to try it. So someday I will find that book and be like, oh, this is a good idea. We should do a whole book like that. One of the things I was thinking, because I was going to make my big book like that for my big idea book, but I was kind of a little bit worried about it kind of pulling apart on that side. But I guess putting this closure through there kind of really keeps everything together a little bit. Because that ribbon's not going to separate. But also I wanted something because for my idea book, I wanted to give it something where it has room to expand. And this is pretty, I mean, you wouldn't be able to glue like buttons and things in here. Because you just go, the only way for it to open further would be like catering. Awesome flat little book. I like it. I think it's adorable. I was cleaning off my desk and I found these extra pages for this. So maybe we'll try to get through, let's see, where are we? H, I have K and L. That would be good. If we can get those pages that I had picked out already for carriage. Delightsome. This is actually a lot. I didn't expect to be having so much fun just picking out dictionary pages for this, but it's kind of fun to just read through the dictionary. Who knew? What is this? I definitely need to get wide again. Who'd have thought? Hearse. I didn't think it was spelt like that. This is a hero-like battle formation, as of pikemen or archers. Hearse. See? I told you it was fun. Oh, look. We found holly. We're using holly. I only need, let's see. Ooh, see, I need a lot more than I thought I did. Probably because I thought I only needed like an inch or so. And apparently, I need more. I think it's kind of funny how, like, look at how yellow this is, and this is the same book, and it's like totally different color. Wild. Have to find an igloo for I. Well, we don't have to. We could do iguanas. What will we find? Okay, that's H. And I'm going to go find a letter H to stick on here in case this is not enough to tip us off. We have hydrangea. I won't read you them all. Hybrid. I will read you them all. Hydra. H is cool. I like H. I told you it was fun. Look at all the letters. This should have letters at the back. And the nice thing about this is they're huge letters. And we have a whole page of them, and when are we able to use H's? So let's just go for the big one. You could cut around this, but hey. This is supposed to be fun and easy. We like H. Hinges and Hindustani. Okay. All right, let's go on to I. So I made this book out of just like copy paper, just leftover copies. Now I've got to cover all the pages. And this is just a collage book that I started in. What are these? Implements? Insulators. Insulators. Okay, yeah, I can buy that. Let's find something. Ooh, look at this. Insignia of the United States Army. Those are kind of cool. I like those. Insect. We could keep that and put it in our insect book. We should keep everything, right? Keep everything and never use anything. Types of inflorescence. Okay, we're going to use that because our plants downstairs make inflorescence all the time, which are just another way of saying flower. I like flower better, but you know, I don't know what the difference is. What is the difference between an inflorescence and a flower? Talk to you later, Lisa. Have a good night. Thanks for coming by. I hope you come by next Tuesday. Sweet dreams. A flowering. An inflorescence is a flowering. That's all it is. One, a flowering. I don't understand what a flowering is and how that's different than a flower. Is it a verb? It's a noun. Very confused. Maybe that's why this book is getting messed up. Okay. Hello, Chugi. Are you down there? It probably is a cat. I can just hear a noise over on the stairs. And my back is turned to the stairs, of course. And I don't think most of the cats were allowed in tonight. I think they got banished. So, who knows? The only cat that might be up here is Doodle because she just tends to hide under the couch. It's so quiet. Okay. What do we have? Inflammatory. We're going to cover most of this up anyway. Influx. I like influx. Indo-European languages. Oh, that's kind of interesting. That would be kind of different. Maybe we'll use that. There's no pictures. No pictures in I. Impulsive. Impunity. Why not? Let's use this. Because I is boring. Look at this. No little pictures anywhere. Well, except for the insect, which we said, and the insignia. They're all coming towards the end. That's where they got tired of having no fun things in the eyes when they go back to just not working very hard. I lost the lid to the glue. Let's put that there. All right. Indo-European languages. Indic? Let's see. Is it just the right size? I hope so. Okay. All right. Slap an eye on it. I actually have this bag of letters over here, and these are all chipboard letters. And I don't know if I can find an I in here or not, but let's try. I think that's a J. What is that? It's a very tiny little hook. Maybe it's supposed to be, it's got to be a J, right? Oh, I hope it's a capital I. If it's a lowercase I, then we're going to have to find a matching dot. Oh, it's a lowercase J. Okay, that makes more sense. I am feeling very swift here tonight. Okay. There's another J. I don't know why I'm pulling out all the J's. B, D, Z. I wonder, I was thinking when I was doing this that some of these letters I would probably just do one page for instead of like a 2-page spread. I could just do one for things like Z and X that don't have as many words. So what I need to get is some sort of an alphabet organizer, because at some point in the last month or so, I have decided to start cutting out all these ransom letters, and I need a way. Oh, I thought that was an I, but it's an R. And now I see a whole bunch of R's. And I should have just gone with the book. That's an L. There might not even be one in here. Yeah. And then once you cut them all out, you kind of probably would be better off sorting them out immediately. Or else you have a whole bunch of like little magazine clippings that are tiny little pieces. Wonder if these are I's. I think they're going to become an I. There you go. It's an I. I don't actually think it is an L now. We figured it out. I think those are for the J's. And I found the dot at the same time. So, see? Method in the madness. Cool. I like it. I for inflorescence. Where do you want to put it? I think I'm going to put it right there. I think it wants to live right there. I wonder if these have like a backing on them. Good night, Throg. Anytime, come back and see us next Tuesday at the same time. I hope you guys are all getting your craft on. Thank you for joining me here tonight, too. This is really amazing. Please help me out and hit that like button on your way out. I would really, truly appreciate it. It helps my channel. And if you're watching this on a replay, be sure to leave a comment. And let me know you're here. Okay. Let's see. We are to J. What kind of J words should we use? Isopod. Lots of bugs. And look, a Japanese beetle. A jack. Some of these things I just wouldn't really guess what they were. I found a Jeep, and before I had my Subaru, I had a Jeep Wrangler, and it was the best. Oh wait, did I say? I think we have a K and an L to use. And a G, but I think that was just an extra. Okay. Because I have a ladybug and a kayak, and I wanted to use those. So, okay. I'm going to use this Jeep and what? Junior high school? No, that sounds terrible. Oh, a Chinese junk. Yeah. Those are cool. Okay. Kangaroo? Why don't they have a picture of a kangaroo? Oh, look, we could have a ketch. I don't even know what that is. It's some sort of a boat and a key. A fore and aft rigged vessel with mainmast and mizzenmast, similar to a yawl, but with mizzenmast stumped farther forward and a larger mizzen. I think when I was in junior high school, speaking of, I used to read a lot. Like I said earlier, books were like my friends. I think I went through a period where I read a lot of sailing books, and maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was just Voyage of the Dawn Treader was it. But I feel like I read a whole bunch of books about big sailboats, mizzen masts and poop decks. And then I went through a period where I was like, oh, when I retire, I'm going to just save money and buy a sailboat, like a big sailboat, and go sailing around the world. I wanted to do that for a long time. Mm-hmm. Wonder what happened with that. I haven't thought about that in a long time. You must have come up with some other plan. I wonder what it is. I should find out. Who went and changed the plan without telling me? I don't know. Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry. I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this stream on Tuesday. Thank you, everybody, for coming again. I'm just super happy that you chose to come by and hang out with me. Means the world to me. And no, but I think I will probably try and get some headphones and listen to some music while I'm doing this because it just is really quiet up here tonight. I know I've seen a lot of people doing ABC glue books recently. And I thought it would be kind of a cool idea. Okay, who knows what this is? Like, what is that? It looks like a dog. Jack Daniel Terrier? Jack Daniel? I don't think that's what they're called. Did I have a J? I hope I had a J. And Chinese junk and a Jeep. And whatever this thing is, we'll have to figure it out. I'm going to use it because I want to. Maybe it's just a dog that looks like a J. It's probably a dog breed, but I don't know which one it is. Does anybody know? Anybody? 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 I don't know. I do not know. Let's see. Have I told you everything I was going to tell you? Let me see. I made notes. Just kind of keep myself on track because I forget things sometimes. I need to make notes while I'm like, because I know I'm going to forget things that I think of. hard to make a note. I buried my pen, I think. I have a pencil though. A pencil will work. Okay. We have made it to kayak. I'm beginning to think with like the Chinese junk and the kayak that maybe I should have made just an ABC book of just boats. I wonder if you could find a boat that starts with every letter of the alphabet. That would be the challenge, wouldn't it? That would be the trick. Okay. K's. I'm not even going to try. But like, look, here's a kitsch. All you have to do is flip through the dictionary and find it. Here's the kayak. There's a kayak. Look, there's a little person like navigating this one. Very cool. What else? I need another one. King crab. I found one of these. Is that, I mean, that's not a king crab. That's not what they look like. I found one of these on the beach. It's a horseshoe crab. Isn't that a horseshoe crab? Okay, well, I'm not going to argue with this, but I really do think that this is more like a horseshoe crab. Because a king crab, you get king crab legs, and these are like not very like good crab legs, and they don't have the pincher claws. We're gonna have to look this up. I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong. We're not gonna use it. We're gonna skip it. What happened? Where's L? Somebody tore out L. It's probably because I used it for something else. Okay. See, that's what happens. You don't have to use. I've already used some of the dictionary. I've already used some of this. Okay. Woo. Okay. We have this, and we are going to put it there. And we'll keep the kangaroo coat. The kangaroo court. This book is really kind of fragile, which is kind of part of the reason why I'm using the other one so much and not this one. I have 2 dictionaries and I have another one. And I have actually one that's like even bigger. I have like a huge one. And I found it in the hallway one day at work. And somebody was throwing it out. I mean, they were throwing out a whole bunch of books. But I just think, like, this one's, like, almost so brittle that, like, it can't be used as a book anymore. Because, like, I mean, pieces are just falling off of it. So, again, I don't feel bad about tearing it up and using its pages. By gluing it into a new book. Using it as background for my alphabet play. Okay, I'm just going to do J and K, and then I'm going to clean up a little bit and say goodnight. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Thank you for coming and crafting me with me tonight. It is so awesome that you guys choose to hang out and with me. And I hope you're getting some crafting done or enjoying a nice dinner or whatever it is that you're doing or wherever it is you're watching from. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with me. Okay, I need one more K. I think that one, because we got the boat and we got that, and we don't like king crab, and something has happened to all the other Ks in this book anyway. I do have the other book. I think I might have torn some out and like given them to somebody, or they might be somewhere else. But I don't remember. So it's almost 10 o'clock, and hopefully I'm gonna get off of here at 10, and I will probably turn on Juju and craft along with her. And so hopefully you guys can hang out. Michelle, hello! You found me! See, this is all Michelle's. I'm here crafting live because Michelle said that she was going to get me to do this. So here I am. This was all due to Michelle. How are you, Michelle? It's late for you. Are you going to watch? Yes. I am Tuesday night. I'm going to try from 7 to 10. And right now my plan is to just do one live a week. And I kind of think that I might be across from Debbie Epps in this slot. I'm not sure. I know. Yeah, I mean, it is true. They are kind of like the late night crew. I don't wake up until later anyway. I don't get up until around like 10:30 or 11, so there's that. I'm glad you found me. I was hoping to get just a little bit farther because I wanted to get all the way through J. But hey, this is pretty close. We've got to K. Yay! Are you going on with Juju again? Oh no, did I do them in the wrong order? I already had J. I already did J. L. I was thinking of L. I was one short. Thank you, Michelle. Okay. Phew. I almost panicked. Okay. This is why I need an alphabet book. Look at this guy. Oh my gosh. He is hilarious. Okay, we need him. Oh, don't put him over the kayaker. Okay. He's funny. Okay. L. I had one page torn out for L and I was going to try and get it in. But now I've got to go. I had the ladybug. But I'll have to do that without you guys. So you can all go see Juju and cheer her on while she does her crazy crafting capers. Awesome. Again, thank you for coming. I'm going to sign off. I'm just going to kind of continue. I'll finish L once I get off of here. I'm going to go get a glass of water, though. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, night, evening. And I will see you next time. I'll be back next Tuesday. I hope you'll join me. And be sure to thumbs up. Exactly. Thanks, Michelle. And I'll see you next time. And I'll see you around the YouTube. Bye.